All right, this is a wild one, guys. You got to stay with me. Testimony Tuesday. For the last 4 years, we always blast testimonies of what God's done in the last week and the last month all over the world. Well, guys, I got a fresh one. This is so wild and it's so beautiful. And I'm so excited to share this with you because I want it to build your faith of how God can use our simple devotion and obedience. And I like to call it collateral damage. This means that we're just on our journey following Jesus and he's changing people all around us. And sometimes we don't find out until a year later. So a friend of mine today is inside of the Maine state capitol. And he's in there ministering to people, praying over people. God's opened incredible doors, ever since, it's 1 year since we brought Let Us Worship there. And man, God has opened so many doors for so much ministry to take place, really in all of these 50 capitals in new dimensions. But in Maine today, he was in there praying, and this guy comes up to him with a face tattoo from a tribal village, I guess, in northern Maine. And he's a Native American, and he shares him this testimony of how a year ago he was at the Capitol, and he was kind of just walking through, and all of a sudden, our event had kind of ended, and there was people playing in a drum circle. I love it. I love it when people come and bring their drums and their flags and their shofars. By the way, if you're coming to Florida this weekend to any of our events, to Miami, to Jensen Beach, to 38, bring your flags. Bring your guitars. I just love it. I love it when the party doesn't end, when we're finished at the stage. And so these guys are playing in this drum circle, and this guy walks up because he's grown up around drum circles, and he's thinking, what are these guys doing? He walks up and he says, it didn't feel like one of those dark, kind of heavy things. I felt light. I felt God. And I didn't realize until I stepped into the middle of it that I was having an encounter with the presence of God. He said that night he ended up having a dream. He ended up giving his life to Jesus. He's at the Maine state capitol today, and he's about to be installed as the next governor of that tribe in northern Maine. And he shared this testimony, had we not been there for Let Us Worship with our bus and our truck and our team and all of the stuff that it takes. And by the way, it takes a lot of work and a lot of money. Sometimes people are asking me, Sean, why do you do all this stuff? It's sometimes you're at the White House, then you're in the mission field. We don't know what is the calling. Here's the calling. Everywhere we go, bring the presence of God. Everywhere we go, change the atmosphere. Everywhere we go, whether that's Mar-a-Lago or Mozambique or the White House or Maine, we're bringing his presence. We're changing atmospheres. And this guy ended up giving his life to Jesus. Now, check this out. There's an open door for all of these reservations to bring worship and evangelism and the presence of God. And I don't know, I grew up doing ministry on Indian reservations in Montana. And, some of the darkest stuff you'll ever see is on Indian reservations. We need to commission the worshipers into those places. And so through the salvation of one man walking through a drum circle at the end of a Let Us Worship, the doors have now flung open to an entire state. So listen, I just want that to encourage you guys. Stay faithful in what God has called you to do. Ignore the haters, man. Ignore the trolls. Ignore the people that are always trying to get you to over-explain your intentions and your heart and all this stuff. Stay focused on the mandate and the calling God has for you. He will bring fruit. And when fruit like this happens, we hear these stories almost every day now from all 50 U.S. capitals. People thought we were crazy for doing it. Why would we go to all 50 capitals? Why would we want to raise, $6 million? Because it was truly the call of God. It was the mandate from heaven on us to do this. And you know what? We're starting to see more fruit than we ever imagined. And I'm just so grateful. I mean, it's rare even to hear testimony like this that's been a year since it happened. On this side of heaven, we don't always get to hear these. And today we did. And so I just want to thank all of you out there that have been praying for us, that have been going with us, that have joined us on all of our crazy, wild God journeys. This is your testimony too. This is your Testimony Tuesday too. So I want you to revel and celebrate in the fact that a man is going to be the next governor of a reservation in the state of Maine, encountered Jesus, gave his life to the Lord, and now has flung wide the doors open for the gospel to be proclaimed. in that place. I am so on fire. I cannot wait to see what God has coming this weekend in 30A in North Florida. We'll be with my buddy Russell Brand, mass baptisms. Miami, Florida, Jensen Beach on Monday. Then next weekend, we're going up to Philly. I can't wait. Philly, the city of champions. And then Sunday in Boston, June 1st, we're calling it the Launch of Life Month. And then one other thing, guys, all you Colorado people, speaking of capitals, we just got our permit to come back to the Colorado State Capitol on June 8th. We're going to rise up Pentecost Sunday. We're going to be there. It is going to be wild. June 8th, Colorado State Capitol in Denver. I can't wait. Oh, and the rooftop. Don't forget the rooftop in LA on June 6th. So sign up for all the updates. You can hear them. I don't want to bore you with all the itinerary, but I just want to say this. God is moving. Stay faithful. Stay true. He will bear fruit. It's our job to be obedient and abide in the vine, and we will bear much fruit. Just like today, testimonies, they're breaking out all over the world. God bless you guys.